We just learned that there was apparently an incident involving Bart Stupak, who spoke last for the Democrats in the motion to recommit, something that apparently was said to him by a Republican lawmaker on the floor. Let's go right to NBC's Luke Russert, who's on Capitol Hill. Luke, what do you have?
Well, David, I was in the gallery while Mr. Stupak was speaking in favor of the Democratic health care bill and going against the GOP motion to recommit. And I was right above on the second level over by the side where Republicans sit, and a GOP member, we do not know who, he sounded like he had a southern accent, yelled, "Baby killer." That is baby killer at Bart Stupak, who we all know is an ardent pro-life Democrat from Michigan who actually held up this health care process to the very end because of his pro-life views. But that is what I heard in the gallery. That's what a lot of other members of the media heard. There's obviously a huge scramble right now to try to figure out who exactly this member is. Most likely this guy will reach Joe Wilson iconic status with some people in the country. But definitely an interesting incident, somewhat, I guess you could say, outside the rules of respectful decorum in the House, happened again here tonight during the health care debate, David.
And Luke, what would be the ramifications? I mean, I gather they're not supposed to even be sort of the personal remarks from one member to the next. Presumably, Democratic leadership would be infuriated over this as well.
There is definitely some anger amongst Democrats. I saw one Democratic aide coming out of here, kind of very angry guy asking members of the press, who was it, who was it, who was it? I don't think this will be nearly as big a deal as Joe Wilson, because Joe Wilson obviously did call out the President of the United States and stood up. This gentleman, whoever it may have been that yelled baby killer, was seated. But that being said, it'll certainly be an issue we'll see all over cable TV in the next few days, and a little back and forth about how partisanship has gotten to be so bad in Washington, where some guy who is probably, arguably, one of the most pro-life Democrats we've seen in recent history could be called a baby killer after getting an executive order to uphold the Hyde Amendment. You'll hear Democrats spin that a lot, and you'll hear Republicans saying it was an isolated incident and it won't happen again. It'll be interesting to see.
Lucas, we watch the board now, and again, Democrats need 216. They're up to 182 with 12 minutes remaining in this, the final vote of the night. Give us a little more of what it was like being up in the gallery. What'd you see? What was the atmosphere?
It was really unbelievable, David. I mean, you can see the looks on a lot of these members' faces. One is a look of just sheer relief that this is finally over for them until they believe. This has been such a long process. A lot of tough votes were taken. I thought the number was quite interesting. 219 was the number that a lot of us thought they would go with. That definitely means that they shielded some members. They gave them cover. But we'll never find out, unfortunately, who those members are. But you could definitely sense it from everyone on the Democratic side, just how happy they were to get this passed, breaking out into "yes, we can." President Obama's mantra from the campaign, almost like they're fired up and ready to go, to steal another Obama cliche from there. Republicans, very downtrodden, obviously. Interesting thing, though, I want to really report on is when Mr. Stupak was up there speaking out in favor of the health care bill and going against Republicans' motion to recommit, the utter just sheer disgust Republicans had towards Stupak was really amazing. It almost was this look of, you traitor, you sold us out, you went against us. It was really, 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 really extreme, just from the look and the jargon thrown at him. I think if Stupak took more heat tonight from the GOP than Pelosi or Hoyer or anybody else who spoke.
NBC's Luke Russert with some terrific reporting again all night long up on Capitol Hill. Luke, thank you very much.